So we're at Pismo Beach and we're going to walk up and down the beach here, and I'll show you all about it. A bunch of little animals we can find. Hey, check out this little sand dollar we found. Little star shape on the bottom. It's got a little hole in the middle. Make a little necklace out of it. Now here in Pismo, you get a lot of clams. Here's a clam here. They're edible, but you cannot take them unless they are 4.5 inches wide. And so they typically fit in the palm of your hand. So this guy, I bet you, is at least 4.5 inches wide. So if he was full, you can collect them out here and have them for dinner. Clams and spaghetti. That'd be good. Here we got a clam digger. He's digging for some clams, of course. Here's his bucket. He's cheating because he has a fork. You're supposed to do this by hand. And he's got nothing to show for it. All right. How about that? But over here we have some seagulls. We got western gulls and Hermann's gulls. California seagulls. And this is seaweed. But anything that washes up on the beach, like seaweed wise, they call it a wrack or beach wrack. W-A-R-C-K. So in general, just say, hey, this is wrack. But really, this is a giant kelp seaweed. Wow. And its species is macrocystis. Macro means big. Look at this big, long, floaty tube. So the seaweed roots in the bottom. And this guy here is a big tube here, and he floats up to the surface, and he kind of floats his plant so it gets high enough to get some sunlight in order to form his photosynthesis out here in the kelp beds of Pismo Beach. So up here we have a bunch of western gulls here. They're the largest of our seagulls. We have some other gulls too. Let's check them out. Wow, this guy here is the official Pismo Clam, Bivalve Clam. He's called a large, edible, saltwater clam. He's kind of small to us. So he lives out here in the Pacific Ocean. And this guy's still alive. Kind of turn him over. See that? Little bivalve. Beautiful striping on this guy. So we're going to leave him here and let him be. Here's another Pismo clam. Sometimes you sneak up on them real quiet like. You see their foot is sticking out. Not this guy. Anyway, he'll try and kind of bury himself in the ground. So here's our bivalve clam. See, he opens and closes like this. But this guy is totally cool. This is a pyrosome. Wow. From the genus Pyrosoma. He's a free-floating tunicate, and he lives in the upper layers of the ocean, of the warm seas, but we find him here as well out of Pismo Beach. So a colony is made up like hundreds of thousands of these guys called zooeggs, and they range from like 1 centimeter up to like several meters in length. He's also called a sea worm or a sea squirt or a fire body. Sometimes he's called the cockroach of the sea. It's a pyrosome. So check out these beautiful brown pelicans. All in formation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like B-52 bombers. So our sand dollar here, He's actually a type of sea urchin. He's all flat like this, and he works himself around the rocks, and he eats a bunch of invertebrates, cleans the rocks, and then somebody eats him. And this is what you get left over, is this beautiful kind of skeleton structure from our sand dollar. That's really cool. Here's another sand dollar. Little pattern right there on top. Purple. We got one on the ground here. Now this little guy, now he's dead, but he's a Pacific mole crab because he burrows in the ground like a mole, like this. Okay? He's Emerita analogia, Pacific sand crab. A lot of people just say he's a sand crab. And he's a hard shell right here. He's got this hard shell. But when they're soft shell, if you find them, they're perfect bait for catching corbina off the surf here. And that's fantastic. So we find this guy all the way from, you know, North America down to South America. Now he's an essential part of our entire ecosystem here in the Pacific. If we didn't have him, I'm not sure we'd have so many fish. What a beautiful, beautiful little crab. Alright, but he's dead. The seagull will eat him. Wow, check out all these seagulls. This guy found something to eat here. Here we got a whole clam, maybe, maybe not. Sometimes you grab them and they just fall apart. This guy is a full clam. Wow. He's a little too small to take home, but he's got a little foot. What he'll do is his foot will come out and he'll start digging in the dirt here and he'll bury himself. So we're going to kind of help him along. Wow, we got a really cool sand dollar. This guy's perfect. Look at that pretty little flower pattern on the top of him. And underneath, this guy's great. Now, he's not alive, but he's still pretty cool. Wow, here's another one of our beautiful Pismo clams. This guy's Tivella stultorum. He's alive. Look at that beautiful striping on him. Little vertical stripes. Bivalve here. Opens up with his foot. He's underground. This guy here is a different pattern. Here. Check this out. Wow, so let's see what these turkey vultures are having for dinner tonight. Little carcass probably washed up from the beach. See, we're at super low tide right now. Obviously you can tell. And the water comes all the way up here at night. I have no idea what it is. It's either a seal or a sea lion. Look at that. Look at the skeleton coming down. Here's his ribs. So I guess this is his head here. Here's his backbone. Leads down here to his flippers. It's a seal or a sea lion. There's his flipper. It's cool bones. So here we have a few more turkey vultures. And we'll check out what they're eating for dinner. It's a baby seal or a baby sea lion. Oh my gosh. Look at his little teeth here. Look at that. He's got whiskers. Okay. Little teeth. He's got lots of guts. I'm going to guess this is his backbone here. These are his ribs. Maybe his head used to be up here. but his head's down here now. He's got some good guts in him. Okay, more carcass. So that's our little Pismo Beach tour. I hope you liked it. It's a great place to stay in the campground or the beach. But be careful because sometimes there's a little health alert for the Pismo clams. And that's about it. So that was pretty fun. Thanks for watching. Bye.